Greetings, everyone. This is Brother HarKhuf at Per Neter Kemet, Church of Divinity of Ancient Egypt. Now, on my preceding, on the video before this one, I introduced everyone to the level of Geb, the first level of training as a Magi. And we went over the 8 parts and the 8 sides of the training of the art of life, which is about self-healing and then making a living as an instructor or consultant from self-healing and teaching Tai Chi. So this is my book on the subject, and you can purchase this at the website. Okay, and you can actually learn some of the stuff on here without having to see a video, but those will come out later. So today we're going to talk about the next level up. After Geb, we have what's called Auset. Auset is the deity, the goddess of the foundation of Magi training. She's the first level where you start actual spiritual training. The first part in Geb is just to get the body ready for absorbing spiritual energy, absorbing bioelectromagnetic energy. But now on this level, you're going to start to learn what's called Auset Yoga. And so yoga, just like when you see the people all tied up in knots and all that type of stuff. But the purpose of our yoga is, first of all, bodily discipline, to be able to keep still. Try to keep still for a few minutes. Try to keep still, perfectly still. This is one side of the training of yoga, and in our system of yoga is different types of yoga. So we deal with 4 types of yoga as a foundation. Auset's symbol, her headdress, is a seat, a chair, and when you sit in that chair, you understand, this is how we do our meditation. When you sit in that chair, that is the foundation of further spiritual development. So there are 4 types of yoga within Auset Yoga. The first one is remembrance yoga. The ultimate goal for Magi is to become Usar. Usar, the highest, or what Christians might call the Christ consciousness. We take our consciousness and put it back to our original spirit, not this. This is not the real, or it's not the whole you. You understand? So Usar is your higher self, your higher spirit. So our first yoga is in remembering who you really are, not this, but that inner Christ, that inner soul, spirit is you. And you do meditations to realign yourself back with that Christ self. So we call that the remembrance yoga. The next yoga we practice is called the yoga of sorrow. So in each yoga, you really have to get into the part, so to speak. So in sorrow yoga, you really have to learn how to feel sorrow to the point of crying, literally. After you remember who you are, now you feel sorrow for letting set, what's called the God set. That's your lower self. You have let your lower self dismember, have dismember and shatter apart your higher self. When you realize who you are from remembrance yoga, you will be totally upset that you haven't been living the life, your spiritual self, and letting that do the work of life for you. So after you go through this part of the yoga, next level is devotional yoga. In devotional yoga, you start to become devoted to actually remembering, putting usar back together again. You understand? This is in the mysteries. That's part of the story, the mysteries. We'll get into all that in the training. But so you become devoted to resurrecting usar, your true self. And that's what you total devotion. Nothing can stop that from you doing that now. And you also become devoted to your free will, which we call Haru. Haru is the free will, the only free aspect of yourself, that you can will what you do in life. So which follows up into the next level of yoga, which is the love yoga. You have to learn to love usar, your inner self, and the child of that union between you and usar, which is a free will directed by the higher spirit, usar, as opposed to, oh, what should I do, and am I powerful enough to do? No, yes, you are. Your inner you in usar is powerful enough to do anything. This is the you that is God, that is like God, in the image of God, usar. You understand? So each one of us have that, but it's not just, it just doesn't come out on its own. Some people have different aspects of it. But the ancient Egyptian training, the training of the Magi, is about bringing out these aspects purposefully, not just hoping and guessing and wishing for something to happen. When we do something, we do it from the spirit and let the spirit do it. You understand? Okay, you do that. You understand? So it's not just about, oh, and usar also will unite all of us, because everybody will feel powerful enough where they're not fearing each other anymore. We're not fearing each other anymore. So usar is about the uniting of all individuals, which we have become, a bunch of individuals not knowing where to go without a plan, still after 150 years of so-called freedom. So that's it. That's the next level of the Magi training is Auset. Start learning up on yoga and what it is. Basically, you just sit there and bring yourself inward and start to focus on these, in our system, focus on those four different or those four areas of yourself. Remembering who you are, sorrow for letting set, upset, how you get upset, sorrow for letting set destroy your higher self, usar, letting your lower self destroy your higher self. Devotional yoga, to devote your time and energy now to resurrecting your inner usar, yourself, your usar, and then the love of yourself and the love of your free will and the love of Haru, your free will, and of usar, your higher self. Alright, so that's it for this video, and talk to you in the next one. Hey, check. It's time to get the spiritual self together, because we're about to go through some changes in America, those who stay here. And wherever you go, there are going to be changes, but unity helps, and definitely learning our spiritual powers is going to help us in the future that we have coming to us. So peace in the mind and peace in the heart, because panicking will not help anything, and most of us don't know how to survive in the situation that's about to come. Unity is the only thing that's going to save any of us, our children and our children's children, is we have to unify right now, and we have to go back to our ways, our natural laws.